Hello friends, this is Indian Princess and this video is about all the fun we had at the Foundry yesterday. I have been unable to play Foundry for the last few months because of my work schedule, but there has been a change in my work schedule now, so I'm able to do Foundry now. So if you remember my previous video, I had a rough Foundry last time because we were outnumbered, but this time the matchmaking was quite favorable. The opponent team here, they mostly have FC4, FC5, just a few FC6 bases, only two of them actually. And FC6 doesn't necessarily mean that they have good stats. Some people just rush the furnace without focusing on their stats. This looked like an easy win for us right from the beginning. And I turned on my pet buffs as you saw in the beginning of the video, and apart from that I have mainly used the 10% buffs. I had a few extra 20s like the troop lethality, we get a lot of that from the fortresses, so I used those extra 20s, but like the minus 20s I don't have them, so I just have one set and I want to save that for SVS, so I'm just gonna use minus 10s here. Spend 2k gems to get the minus 10s. And let's enter the battlefield, and most of our team is here and the match is about to begin. So I'm just gonna wait and watch and see what the rest of my team does. Slayer is going for prototype site 1 and two other people are at prototype site 2, so I will go for the transit station. I think it is important to hold the transit station during Foundry. Those teleports really help, and I'm not finding a spot to teleport because these people keep taking the spots I choose. So there are basically just two FC4 bases here trying to hold the transit station. I'm just gonna save my formation for now, and someone's trying to attack me, like seriously. Maybe they don't really have an idea about my stats. Or maybe people think that you don't lose troops in Foundry, so just attack whatever you can. But it turns out badly for them. Attacking my furnace is not a good idea because it is quite lethal. And I always scout before attacking. I don't like to lose troops, so it's always better to scout and calculate whether I can defeat that person or not and then go for the attack. But usually most people have counter recon on during Foundry, so scouting furnaces isn't really that easy. So I can see that most of these bases here have roughly 1.4M odd troops. Not great stats, but they have a good troop count. So I deployed a march anyway, and let me see. No, I failed at this attack. They had a good amount of troops in their city. But that is quickly going to change. And whenever I see the red glow and I have my main march inside my city, I'm not worried about the incoming attack at all. And especially this team of opponents that we have this time, they don't really have a whale. They are all players of average power. None of them is a whale, so I'm not worried about any of those incoming attacks, especially when my main march is inside my city. So what I'm basically trying to do here is attack these people, reduce their troop count, zero them, so they won't have any troops left to fight with us. And Slayer is holding the transit station just fine, so I think I can go for one of these buildings that are appearing red on the map. Repair Facility 3 is the closest to where I am, so I'm just gonna scout it. And in the meanwhile, I will have a look at the other buildings. There are a total of 3 buildings occupied by the opponent team right now. And I have the scout report with me. And this looks like something I can totally handle. These stats are not really that high. Troop count isn't really that high. I might want to just have a quick look at my own stats. Oh, well, definitely higher than what I can see in the scout report. So it's time for me to go to repair facility and take it. One of the things I totally love doing is start scouting all the furnaces. It tends to kind of scare them. And I love these attacks. I mean, they think that this is just some FC5. We can totally burn that. And I totally love incoming attacks because you can see all my reports are defensive victories. It's not easy to burn me unless they are really strong, like some big maxed out whale or something. So, yeah, I totally love it when they zero themselves on me. I just have to sit there, do nothing, and take the hits and keep killing. They're barely putting a dent on me. Look at the number of injured troops. They're not even injuring 1000 troops per hit. And they still won't stop attacking. Now it's time for me to heal up a bit. I have some healing speed ups saved up. I usually don't like to use general speed ups, but I'm just using 6 hours of general speed up and I'm going to totally stop here. If I need healing beyond this point, I'm going to leave the battlefield and come back after 12 minutes. But I'm not using 1 more minute of general speed ups to heal during Foundry. It's not worth it. And I took the repair facility. Now let me quickly grab all these scattered points. It was quite easy for me to take this facility. It wasn't heavily reinforced. And I could see that the opponent team isn't even bothering to pick up all these scattered points. One FC6 player has shown up and they are trying to take the facility from me. I don't think it's going to turn out very well for them. There's another FC5 attacking me. Do they even scout? Do they even look at the stats? I mean, I have such a low troop count in there and still I'm holding the facility all by myself. And now they've called for a rally. I'm gonna need some reinforcements here. One ally is sending reinforcements. I hope they get here in time. The rally is going to hit me real soon. Let me check if I have anyone with me. No, I'm still alone with very low troops. I should replenish my own troops and hope that some reinforcements get here in time. And they've started marching. 8 seconds. Still alone. Oh, one person got there. Let's see what happens. Am I still holding? Yeah, I'm still holding the building with one person reinforcing me. This is fun. And they're rallying again. But more reinforcements are on the way, so I think I should be okay. This is the second rally marching on me. I believe I have one person reinforcing me at this point. And no, they failed against me again. Let's have a look at the report. I'm kind of curious to see this person's stats. This person is FC6, but they could not take that building from me even with 2 rallies. Oh no, they have bad stats. That's the thing, never worry so much about rushing the furnace. Work on your stats instead because a big furnace doesn't get you anywhere. Let's look at the arsenal points. How are we doing? Slayer is doing really well and I'm doing okay. I'm at rank 2 currently. See one more red building on the map and repair facility 1. And I see a few of my alliance members here, so that will make it easy for me to rally. So I just got here and I'm gonna rally straight away. I'm not gonna worry about scouting because even if I have one or two people join me, I should be okay. It looks like they're already rallying troops. It's a 5 minute rally, but I don't have that kind of patience. I usually do just 1 minute rallies in battle. 5 minutes is too long a time. And Slayer's joined me with his Geronimo, so I should be fine now. And Lady Cat's here too. So now that's 3 of us in this rally, and I think that's good enough. I should be able to take this building. Let's see, let's march on this building and see what happens. I took the building, and that's a lot of arsenal points scattered around. So I'm gonna go grab them. Picking up these scattered points is one of the most fun things about Foundry. And the Imperial Foundry is open now. Slayer's there, so I think he'll hold it just fine. I'm just gonna stay where I am or try to take another red building like Prototype Site 2. I see 2 red furnaces here that I can burn. That is quite tempting. So let's go. Always a good idea to scout. I'm first gonna check what's up. Oh, Slayer came and took the building, so my scouting failed. Slayer's just everywhere on the battlefield. Never mind, I will just go ahead and burn these 2 cities. Let me start with the FC5 and let me scout the FC6 in the meanwhile and see what they have. Scouting failed as expected. Now he's scouting me back. And he's giving me a heart emote. That's interesting. But that is not going to stop me from attacking him. Just because he gave me a heart emote doesn't mean I'm gonna show any mercy. Oh, he's disappeared. So let me just quickly scan the map and see if there is anything anywhere that I can burn. But looks like all the opponent cities are back to safe zone and there is no one to burn. I am sad that I have nothing to do now. The map is all blue. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread out my troops. I'm going to be reinforcing buildings and just basically spread out all the troops so I can get building occupation points, because now there are no enemies left to get arsenal points from enemy KO. So I'm just gonna spread out, equalize my marches and send troops. I will keep my main heroes in my city because in case I get attacked, I want my main heroes in my city. But I'm sending Patrick Garrison to the Imperial Foundry, and other buildings I'm just gonna send only troops or just regular heroes. So I've sent out 3 marches so far, and I will try to garrison buildings that are closest to my current location. So already sent one to transit station. I might send one to repair facility too. And I still need to keep some troops in my city in case I get attacked. But my main heroes, I need to make sure that I keep my main heroes in my city. So 4 marches have been sent out already. And with the remaining 2 marches, I'm going to start gathering. I normally don't bother with gathering in Foundry. I am usually after the cities of the enemies, burning them, zeroing them. But in this Foundry, we've captured the whole of the map in like 20 minutes. We still have 40 minutes to go. And there is no one left to fight, so I might as well send two of my marches to gather arsenal points from these weapon workshops. Everything looks peaceful as of now, and my arsenal points are slowly increasing because I'm occupying several buildings, and it looks like I'm rank 2 currently overall. That's the whole point of occupying buildings. When it's all calm and quiet, just equalize your marches and send all troops out so you steadily keep gaining more points. And just when we thought it was getting boring, looks like the opponents are back and they're trying to get some of the buildings. And Slayer is burning them right back to safe zone. Looks like he's having a great time today. It's fun watching all these FC6 furnaces burn. I'm just gonna keep my marches garrisoned in those 4 buildings, and I'll keep gathering with my other 2 marches, and I'm just gonna let Slayer handle things. I don't really like to jump around on the map unless I'm really needed. I use my teleports, my resources very carefully. So I'm gonna sit where I am unless I'm called to some place. Now, repair facility 1 is another building that the opponents took, and Slayer is here. So he's gonna take the building back and burn all these people, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch him burn. He's being really aggressive today. I took the building and burned 2 furnaces. One of our guys is showing a resting emote. Sometimes it's just fun to watch your allies have fun. Just sit back, keep your marches garrisoned, do nothing, just watch the other people burn. I need to compliment Slayer, he's doing really well today. I'm so proud of him. Previous Foundry, it was Slayer and I, both of us fighting against some really strong opponents, and it was difficult for both of us, but this Foundry, he is dominating the battlefield. He's burning literally everything he can see. And look at his arsenal points, I'm almost jealous. But I really don't have the energy to teleport around the way he's doing. I'm gonna tell him that I'm jealous of his points. If I want to gain good points, I'm really not gonna get points by sitting in one place. I'm gonna have to teleport and burn something. Now I got a free teleport here, so that is why I'm moving. Otherwise, I'm not gonna burn any of my advanced teleports just for some extra points when we are so comfortably winning already. Oh, Seed is here. He's our FC8 with the PTO March. Showed up a little late, but I'm sure he's gonna be a big help. And Slayer went off to repair facility 2. But I'm just gonna stay here and try and take back repair facility 1. The opponents don't really have many troops left at this point, but I'm still gonna scout and see if I can. Oh, they hardly have any troops. I'm just gonna solo this and take the building back. And Seed is already burning the bases around me. So I got the building back, and I don't know what I'm going to do beyond this point because there isn't really much to do on this foundry. The map is all blue already. Maybe I'll do the same thing that I did previously. I'll garrison a few buildings and send 2 marches gathering. Maybe gathering will help me get some more points. And look at this person, he's zeroed already, so there's no point in hitting this person. I'm not going to get any points out of that. It's only going to waste my time. So a smarter thing to do at this point would be to send 2 marches gathering and other marches to reinforce buildings. So let me just see if I can find any weapons workshop. I found them, but they are occupied by the opponents, and my main march is holding the buildings. So these are my second and third marches that I'll be sending. Now if you know that my hero gear and hero stats are good only for my first march, because I'm a low spender and I have all my power concentrated in only my first march. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gear now. Now this is the march that is going towards the tile that is occupied by the opponents. So I'm going to take off gear of my 3 main heroes, and I'm going to give this gear to that particular march that is about to hit the opponent, because that particular weapons workshop was too far away for me to scout and then send a march. So I don't know what is in there. I don't know whether they have any higher generation heroes, whether they have their first march in their gathering. So I will send my best hero gear, and I have a victory. So I managed to boot them from that workshop, that particular gathering tile. Now this is my second march approaching another gathering tile, so time to switch the gear again. So I'm gonna take off gear from my second march and give it to heroes of my third march, that is Jesse, Bahiti and Sergi. Now these 3 heroes, they have good gear and they should be able to boot whoever is occupying this particular tile. So that way I will have 2 marches gathering. Let's see if I can. Yes, I can. My hero gear is actually quite strong, but they didn't really have any strong heroes in there, but it's okay. I managed to get 2 of my marches on weapons workshop together, and someone's attacking me, so I need to give my gear back to my main heroes to deal with that attack. And I better be quick about it. I've given my gear back to the marksman and the infantry, just the lancer gear. Okay, Mia gets her gear back, and let me see who's attacking. Oh, they're attacking me with 55k troops. I don't know why. They're gonna lose these troops. I don't know if it's gonna generate any points for them. It's not a smart thing to attack with such a low number of troops. They're attacking from safe zone. That red glow is just gonna die in the background. I'm not gonna put a dent on me. And I got some arsenal points for killing those troops. No, Slayer is tagging me. Okay, he wants me to go here. There is one person who is attacking my allies, so yes, I will go there. And I will attack this person. This person probably came back after a 12 minutes break with full troops. Let's see what happens. Okay, I couldn't burn them because they have a good number of troops. But I'm not going to give up. And another important thing is I'm going to watch his first march, because most players have their power concentrated in the first march. So, okay, his first march is out, and I'm gonna attack now so I can do a greater damage. It might take me 2 or 3 hits to actually burn him, but I'm not gonna give up because he is not giving up. He's relentlessly attacking my allies, so I'm gonna attack him relentlessly. He's going after this guy now, and his first march is out, so I'm free to attack. And let's see if he burns this time. Yeah, he's burning. It took me 3 hits to burn him, and watching his first march movement, that really helps, because when a person's first march is out, their city is more often than not vulnerable. So always watch the movements of their marches before attacking. And he's just going on attacking my ally, so I'm just gonna send a reinforcement to my ally. And this guy, I'm going to keep hitting him till he disappears from here, because he won't stop attacking my allies. So I need him out of here, out of the battlefield. And oh, he's gone already. That's great. Let's see another red building. Slayer's tagging me again. I've got good enough arsenal points by zeroing that guy. And let's see where I'm needed. I would go if there's a label on this. Let them keep this one only. Slayer set a label. That's kind. Because the opponents are not able to get any points. So it makes sense if we let them have one building so they could get some building occupation points. And I agree that this battle is one-sided. We are stronger than them, or maybe their teammates didn't show up, unfortunately for them. But I really like this gesture by Slayer to let them keep one building. And just when we thought that this was going to be a boring Foundry, the opponent started to do one thing. They would attack buildings with low garrison and steal the points. They would do quick 1-minute rallies and take the building before Slayer or I could do anything about it. So we were trying to warn people about it and ask them to keep the buildings garrisoned, but no one seemed to really listen. And the opponents were being smart. They were taking buildings when we were not looking, and they stole quite a few points from us. It was not big deal for us to take the building back, but they would pick up the scattered points and steal them from us. Now look, they are after the transit station. They stole the points from the transit station. And no one's really watching. None of our teammates are watching. So this is how they are managing to get some points from us. This is a good strategy if you are facing a stronger opponent. You can try and steal points from them in one way or the other. But I feel that we should have functioned better as a team and not allowed them to take points like this. I appreciate that the opponents didn't really give up, and this particular repair facility, Slayer wanted to give it to them, but some of our allies don't seem to agree with him. Well, there's hardly any time left, so it doesn't matter. But one thing I need to be alert about is that they're rallying something. What are they rallying? They're rallying the Foundry. They're trying to steal the points from the Foundry. And I am going to get there ASAP and garrison the Foundry. I'm not going to allow them to steal points from the Foundry, so I'm putting my best march in there and see what happens. We should be able to hold it because Slayer is in there, I'm in there. I don't think they will be able to take it from us even with a full rally. In the meanwhile, their other teammates are at the boiler room. You can see the red dots on the map. Plus, they are rallying a repair facility. We really need some better teamwork here, although we are winning comfortably, but this isn't the best teamwork I've seen. And their rally is marching. No, it was a victory. We held the Foundry, and the battle will end in 1 minute, so I think we're good for now. The last 1 minute, and they are attacking me in the last 1 minute. What do they hope to achieve? I haven't burned even once in this Foundry, and none of them is strong enough to burn me. Now, my main march was in the Foundry, but I recalled it, but they still couldn't burn me. Let's see the reports. With 400k troops and heroes with no gear, they still couldn't burn me. And this is me with my main march in my city, so there's no question of burning. But they're gonna keep attacking me. I don't know, maybe it makes them happy. But this is a victory for us. And we had fun in this Foundry. We won, and I'm sure MVP is Slayer because he has been very aggressive and doing really well. As expected, MVP. And my points are decent enough. This was an easy Foundry. I hope next time I will be able to show you a fight with a strong, tough opponent where it would be more fun. So I'll see you soon in my next video. Thanks for watching.